Don't cancel the Dominican Republic. Is the situation in the Dominican Republic more hype than facts? Let's talk about it. Over the past few months, I've seen my beautiful country get ripped to shreds in the media. And to be honest, it hurts. The American deaths in the country have been tragic, but the news outlets, along with people in social media, have taken this to a ridiculous new level. Don't be getting caught up in the mess. The Dominican Republic is still a paradise, so keep that plane ticket you already bought. Don't believe me? Let's look at the numbers. According to data from the FBI, you're more likely to die by homicide while living in the United States than you will be traveling to the Dominican Republic. Many media sources keep inflating the number of deaths in the Dominican Republic by mixing this year's numbers with last year's numbers. They also keep mixing in Big Papi's situation, which is a completely separate issue. This sensationalization is not right. It's not right to the Dominican people. It's also not right to the families who have lost a loved one. The truth is, these numbers are not extraordinary. The majority of unnatural American deaths in DR happened before the end of summer. The current number is still below last year's total. And the travel advisory in DR hasn't changed since April. It's still the same advisory level as France and Spain. As of 2017, the odds of homicide while living in the US is 5.3 per 100,000 people, and in the Dominican Republic is just 0.19 per 100,000 American tourists. Let that sink in for a minute. In fact, according to CNN, the deaths due to unnatural causes have been dropping in the Dominican Republic, despite the increase of US visitors. In 2015, 30 Americans died of unnatural causes. In 2018, the number dropped to 13. Vamos a decir la verdad, if this many people would have died in Canada, we wouldn't have heard a thing. You know why? Because we didn't. 14! Canada had 14 unnatural deaths in 2018. Germany had the same that year. Do you see the media bashing Canada and Germany? Hell no. If you're gonna put DR on blast, keep that same energy everywhere else. Let's face it, death happens. There's no country out there that's immune to it. It's even in our own backyard. The US has its own issues with violence and crime, and from the outside looking in, we look just as dangerous to the rest of the world. So why does the media keep painting the Dominican Republic as a bad guy? El burro hablando de orejas. The constant negative coverage feeds into the racist narrative that Latin American countries are violent and savage. This isn't the first time this has happened, and I'm sad to say this won't be the last. It's unfortunate that lives have been lost, and I truly feel for them and their family, but I cannot stand by and just see my motherland being torn apart. At the end of the day, around 6.5 million people visited the Dominican Republic last year, with 2.2 million of those being American. The country has always been popping, and the influx of negative stories doesn't and shouldn't change that. Mi gente, I know this video is a little late, but I had to make sure I get all my facts straight. The Dominican Republic will continue to prosper because the Dominican spirit, like its country, is strong. La República Dominicana is a paradise where the people are fun and full of life, where the food is so rich and vibrant. The ocean is so blue that you can see your feet in the water. So don't let anyone's scare tactics rob you from experiencing the greatest place on earth.
Follow, like,